Hello, my name is Catherine,
And my name is Paul.
and this is episode 14 in the series 19 Lessons from 19 Years
Yes.
in 19 Days. I have a question for you, babe.
Yes, my wife.
What's your ideal man cave? What does it look like?
I can only see a sound music, a nice big speakers with a lot of bass and good tweeters, a Bible. That's it. Okay, maybe there'll be a carpet so I can lay down and a pillow and a sofa. But yeah, basically the important things there is the Bible and a nice sound system. And you? What's your ideal she shed?
My ideal she shed has a nice big puffy sofa, very comfortable. I can lie down on it. There's some throw blankets, flowers.
Flowers.
Yeah, a speaker or something that I can play music on. It doesn't have to be big speakers, or it can even be just the small little USB or Bluetooth speakers, but something that I can play music on. And then just notebooks, my Bible, a few books to read. Yeah, maybe my knitting project. Yeah, a carpet, coffee.
Sounds like a house.
Yeah, that's my she shed.
It's like someone's home.
Yep.
But yeah,
So today's episode is all about man caves and she sheds.
she sheds. That's a thing.
It's a thing because sometimes in marriage you just need to process stuff.
Yeah.
And you need to process stuff by yourself. And I mean, even when you're married, doesn't mean that you lose out on your singularity. You're still you.
Yeah.
You're still a whole person. It's just that you're not alone, but you're still you. And sometimes you need to go through things and you need to work through whatever the situation is by yourself, for yourself, before you can share it with your spouse. And sometimes that could be, work stresses or a situation with the children or even just a situation between the two of you. It could be something with your family. It could even just be the weather. It's not about the issue. It could even be just what am I cooking for dinner, or you're just feeling overwhelmed by life's issues. And sometimes you just need to take a step back, be quiet, and process.
Yes, process, yes.
Yeah, and so what does the other spouse do when one needs to process?
Yeah, I mean, number one is for me, what I've always have to do is allow my wife to have that space. I mean, I'll ask, are you okay? And she'll probably say, no. But I just need to think through it. I just need to process and we'll talk later. So
sometimes I'll just say yes.
And sometimes she'll say yes. And I can see it's a no. But yeah.
No, it's a yes. I just need to process.
But you need to process, yeah. And so allowing her that space is important, yeah. To decompress and to allow the gears and the thoughts to consolidate in a direction that can be put into words. Because sometimes it's just feelings and that you can't express, you can't say what it is, but then you need to process through them. And so allowing your spouse to be able to do that and be secure enough to know that you will be available when they're ready to talk. And that's fine. And I think that is just good enough room for you to do for your spouse to be able to be clear. Yeah.
No, I think it's the times that Paul has things on his mind and he just needs to work through them. Yeah, like he said, it's just to allow, first of all, just allow them space to do that and let them know that you're available if and when they're ready to talk. Not be afraid of that season or that moment or that time, thinking that something has gone wrong. Have I done something wrong? Because then what would happen in the earlier days of marriage is if he would go all quiet and he's processing whatever he's processing, then I would be hit by panic And I'd be wondering, what's wrong?
Yeah.
What did I do?
That's true.
Can I help? Can we talk?
Can we talk? Now?
We need to talk now. Why aren't you talking to me? What's going on? And I'm just constantly in his space, and I'm just constantly badgering, and I'm probably adding more stuff for him to have to process through.
Yeah.
It's someone once told me the analogy of a rubber band. See, when you have a rubber band like this, you see, if one side of the rubber band pulls away, tension is created.
Yeah.
And what will happen is, I hope this thing doesn't snap on me. And what will happen is, when that tension is there, eventually you'll want to let go and come back to a more normal setting. But if one side pulls away and the tension is created, and then this other side keeps going like this, then this side really needs to pull away and this side keeps going, then you never allow this side to process what they're processing, and then the tension will naturally bring them back. But then you're just removing it, and you're just giving them more reason to keep going. So if you just allow that
there you go.
If you just allow that space for that processing to happen, eventually the tension will get to the place where it will naturally want to come back to a more natural possession. And so when one person is needing to go through something on their own, then allow them the space. And be secure in your relationship enough to know that they will do what they need to do, and eventually they will come back and they'll talk to me. Or even if they don't, sometimes you just say, they needed to go through that, and we're good, sour, let's move on.
I mean, it's part of life. One of the ways that happens for me is I will take time, maybe I'll go cycling. Majority of the time it's to exercise, but sometimes I just want to have not blank, but process things through. Or I'll go into the workshop and just work with my hands. I'll probably go under the car and fix something that has been bothering me, or figure out something about it. My way of processing that is that I do something else, I create something else that is separate from what it is that's bothering me, so that at the back of my mind or my heart, it's still working. I'll probably listen to a message, or I'll listen to nice music that I like. Christian rap most of the time, Lecrae. Those are the guys I listen to, but in the process, my heart is processing. I'm allowing just my spirit to mull about what it is that has been bothering me. You do interesting other things, not like me.
I need my she shed. No, right now it's not watering the garden. My she shed is more of, I'll knit, I'll sew. Most usually I will retreat to my room first of all. That's where my knitting needles are, that's where my knitting projects are, that's where I have my sewing machine up there, and I can just sew something, whatever it is. I may read. Sometimes I'll just watch a movie, and sometimes I just need to zone out, because sometimes there's too many things going on in my head, and I just need to zone out. And so I'll watch a movie, or I'll listen to music. It's just a whole plethora of activities, but the basis of it is I just need some me time to just work through whatever is bothering me. And in the process of working through those things in my she shed, which right now is my room, then I'm able to move on and to get past that, and now we can continue on with life as normal.
What are the things that you do to see and find out, and share them with your spouse? Let them know this is just a time of processing, or this is how it looks like to you, so that when you're in that situation, it's not a unusual tension, it's a normal tension that there will be restoration. Without the rubber band going flying.
There'll be restoration. So tell us, what are your man cave or she shed ways? How do you process?
So that's
episode 14.
Wow.
That's it.
All right.
Yep, we're almost at the end. We're looking forward to seeing what comes next.
Yes, that's exciting. All right. Have a good evening.
Have a good day, good evening, and see you tomorrow. Bye.